Okay, everybody listen up. I have a business proposal. What is business? Business is a thing that you do to make money. What is money? You know, like money, like acorn and leaves and that kind of thing. I like acorns. Oh, you need money so that we can go shopping to buy stuff. What is stuff? What is stuff? Well, stuff can be anything. Hey, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go talk to the queen. Oh, okay. Tell her I say hello. I'm gonna go sniff a flower.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Solo Mode. My name is Jamie from Foster the Meeple and I'm back again today to do another solo playthrough. And today's playthrough is going to be on Honey Buzz Fall Flavors from Elf Creek game. This was designed by Paul Salomon and this is kind of like the newly released fall expansion set for Honey Buzz. So you do need the base game in order to play Fall Flavors. So essentially, for anybody that doesn't know, Honey Buzz is like a bee economy game. It's bee worker placement. The bees are out there. They've figured it out. They can sell their honey and make some money. And we all love to sell honey, make money. The bees do. Anyways, they figured it out. This is about business bees. Now, the Fall Flavors expansion is essentially a set of different modules that you can add to your regular Honey Buzz set. So, in today's playthrough, I am going to be playing with a few of the different Fall Flavors modules. I'm going to go over everything as per usual. I'll kind of run through how the game works. I'll run through how the new modules work, and then we're just gonna dive in, make some honey, sell some honey, make some money. So without further ado, let's dive into the game, shall we? All right, so we are going to start off with an overview of how Honey Buzz works, and then I'll tell you about the different modules that we are going to be playing with. But essentially, Honey Buzz is, like I said, a worker placement game. So everybody has their own little beeples, and you start with one available beeple worker that you can place out. On your turn, you can do one of two things. You can either take a tile by placing your beeple on one of the worker placement spots and taking the corresponding tile. When you do that, you are then going to take that tile and put it into your hive. So you're building out your little beehive. When you take a tile, so let's just say we took this one, you're going to need to place it into your hive so that it lines up with a yellow edge to a yellow edge. So, as an example, I could place it like this, or I could place it like this. I could not do this because that's a white edge to a white edge, and that is just frankly against the rules, so you can't do that, okay? In a solo game of Honey Buzz, we have these two drone bees. These two bees are actually going to be blocking spaces from us, and I'll kind of go over how the AI player works in this game. But if you see these two little brown bees, the drones, just know that they are blocking spaces, so you cannot go anywhere where there is a drone bee. Okay, so in order to take a tile, you're going to take an available worker, you will place it out, you will take the tile, you will place the tile. If you go here, if it's available, and you want to take a decree, it does cost 5 coin. Everything else is free to do so long as the space is free. The next thing to know about taking a tile is the bee line, which comes into play probably even more so in a multiplayer game. But if I have already placed one bee here, in order to take that action again, I need to then place out 2 bees. If I want to take that same action again, I would have to place out 3 bees. So this is called a bee line. So it's always going to cost you more to do the same action more than once in a round, essentially. Okay, so the last thing to note about the hive action is if we complete a cell. So if we have created an empty cell, which is kind of an empty space within a hexagon, we can then take the Hive actions of the new empty cell that we have created. So anything that is surrounding that cell. So this is probably a good time to talk about all of the different actions that you can do. So in this instance, I would have created an empty cell. So I would get to trigger 1, 2, 3 different symbols because that's what's around here. Ignore the leaves for now. We'll get to that soon. The first one here, this is the bee nursery. This is where you get baby bees, which is very adorable. You'll love to see it. So when you trigger this, when creating an empty cell, you're going to take a beeple from your supply and put it into the nursery. When we get to the stage where we recall workers, which we'll get to, that is going to give you a new worker bee that you can use, and this is how you gain more workers throughout the game. Next up, we have forage. So that's this one right here with all of the flowers on it. This is the forage section of the board up here, and you can say I have a little fuzzy bee. When you are able to trigger forage, you are going to move your beeple 1 space orthogonally adjacent. Now in the fall flavors, you will notice if you've only played the original game that this is a new board that has a new configuration. So there is a little bit more like movement ability. It's a little bit easier to kind of get around. So you move 1 space onto a nectar tile or onto a fruit tile. This is actually probably a good time to talk about the fall fruit module that we will be using because this is looks a little bit different than the regular game. So forage, you move your beeple. If you are on a nectar tile that matches, let's just do this again. If you are on a nectar tile that matches, so let's say my beeple's here, matches an empty cell that you have, then you can take that nectar tile and put it into that empty cell. This is what's going to allow us to collect nectar in the future, which is very important for fulfilling orders and selling and getting points and doing all that good stuff. In this version of the game, instead of pollen, so there's no pollen, instead we have fruit. What you can do instead of collecting the nectar, you can choose to instead collect a fruit. Now you can collect the fruit if you are on top of it in the same space or if you are adjacent to it. So in this situation, I could have collected either this buckwheat right here, or I could collect a pumpkin. Okay? When you collect a pumpkin or any kind of fruit, it just goes into your supply. For the produce action, which is this little fan, everybody has a fan token. So what you're going to do is you're going to place that little fan token anywhere out on your hive, and any adjacent nectars that don't have any nectar on them, so right now we have this buckwheat, will gain a nectar. So we would put one on here, and now that's a nectar that we have available to us to potentially sell or fill orders in the future. Next up, we have the market, which is right down here. Now the market has to do with fulfilling orders, and we have a row of orders here that we can do. This also plays into the fall fruit expansion or module as well, because now we have small orders, which are on top here, large orders, which are underneath, and we have fruit orders, which is right here. Okay, so fruit orders work in the same way that the other orders do, which is essentially you are going to put back into the supply whatever the order card is asking for. So in this instance, this card is asking for 1 buckwheat and 1 sunflower. The fruit orders work in the exact same way. It's just that they involve some fruit. Once you fill or complete an order, you also get to trigger the action that is at the bottom of that order card section. So we have a decree action, we have a forage action, we have produce, and then we have market again. So that's one thing that you can do with the market action. The other thing that you can do is you can sell your nectar or your fruit. That's where this section of the board comes in. This is showing us what all of the different nectars and fruit are currently valued at. So right now, buckwheat, as an example, is worth 6 coins or 6 money. So if we were to sell the buckwheat, we would collect 6. When you sell, you can only sell one type of nectar. So I wouldn't be able to sell buckwheat and sunflower. I would have to choose one, and you can sell as much of that type of nectar as you have, collecting the corresponding amount. And then after you do that, you're going to move it down because its value is going to get lower as it's sold more, essentially. The fruit actually works a little bit differently. For the fruit, you can sell as much fruit as you want to in any combination. So you could sell 2 pumpkins, an apple, and 1 pear, and you are going to get the corresponding amount that is listed. So pumpkins is 4 money, pears are 3, and apples are 2. However, for each set that you sell, pumpkin, pear, and apple, you will also be able to gain the corresponding points here, numbers, money here. So then, last but not least, we have this space over here, and there are 2 different actions in this space. When you go here, you have to choose one. You don't get to do both. Here is just accounting. You just get to collect 5 coins, okay? 5 money. With this one, the decree, this allows you to do any action. So it's kind of like a wild action, but you do have to pay 5 money in order to take this tile. The other action that you can do is to retrieve workers. So this is when you bring back all of your workers from the board. If you have any that are in the nursery, you also get those back as well. So that's basically it. This is just how you collect your workers again. And then the other thing you get to do during the recall workers phase is you can move your little forage bee 1 space. You don't get to collect anything. You're just kind of moving to try and get them closer to maybe a nectar that you are on the hunt for. That's kind of the general play. Now we're going to dive into a few of the differences with the modules that we have added, because I can't even talk about how the game ends yet without talking about the Sweetwater Sunset module. When you play with fall flavors, you must use the Sweetwater Sunset module. This is now the way that we track the game's progression and the game's end. So before, there were other conditions, but in this game, we are trying to get this little sunset token all the way down to the bottom. And when that happens, we are going to be triggering end game. This is going to move in a variety of different ways, and we have a very helpful little reference card here. If an order stack becomes empty, we will move it down 2 times. If a resource reaches its lowest value, we will move it down 1 time. When the last nectar tile is collected from the forage area, it will move down once. If a hive tile stack becomes empty, we'll move it down once. And if the festival board becomes full, it will move down 1. Okay, so we just got to keep this here to remind us, and I'm going to talk about the festival board and all of that stuff right now. The other modules that we're playing with, besides Sweetwater Sunset, fall fruits, we are also playing with autumn leaves. So you may have noticed on some of the tiles are these very shiny, very pretty leaves. These are essentially just a collection piece in the game. This is set up by removing some of the standard tiles from each of the stacks and shuffling in the leaves. So we don't know when they're going to be kind of popping up throughout the game. That's basically how the Fall Leaves expansion works. Very simple, very straightforward. We are also playing with the Harvest Festival, and this is so cute because this is where the bees go to retire. How this section is going to work. At the end of any of your turns, you may choose to take one of your available beeples, your bee workers, and you choose to retire them by putting them over here on the festival board. When you go here, you have 2 options. You can choose to either do a toast or work one last shift, basically. So if you choose to work, you are going to get 1 decree action that you are going to be able to do, and you'll remember decree action allows you to do any of the other hive actions, basically. And if something else gets triggered by that, you'll do all of the things. So it's like your last hurrah, your last shift. Or you can do a toast. The cards that are on this board are toast cards. So essentially you are going to take one, choose one to take it from the board. You are going to collect coins based on the toast card that you have taken, and then you are going to sit it next to you as a reminder in case you need it for any of the scoring objectives, okay? And once a bee is retired, once it's retired, it's gone. It's not coming back ever, which is very sad. So they've retired. They don't got to work anymore. They're not a worker bee. Okay, they are no longer a business bee. So there's only one module for fall flavors that I'm not playing with, and that is called Nectar Cap. So just know this is all of the modules with the exception of one. Last thing, the game ends, once again, is going to be triggered when the sunset board gets down to the bottom here. Then we are going to do end of game scoring. So we have instead of the Queen's contest cards, we have solo contest cards. We are essentially going to be looking at the 3 solo contest cards up here, and then we also have 3 down here based on the different modules that we've added. We have one from the fall fruits, one from the autumn leaves, and one from the harvest festival. So I'll go over what all of my objective cards are. The first one I have is 3 nectar of any one type. The second one I have is for total empty cells. So total empty cells, you will remember that this is what an empty cell looks like. For a total amount of empty cells in my hive, I will be able to score some points. Total amount of orders collected. For our fall fruit, we have total fruit orders completed are going to score us some points. Total amount of leaves that we have in our hive, and total retired workers. Now, for a solo game of Honey Buzz, how it's going to work is I am going to take a turn. Then the AI or the drone bees are going to take a turn. They have their own little deck here, and basically how it's going to work is we are going to flip one face up. So let's go through all of the different things. If it's one of the different types of nectar, you have 2 options that you can do. Either the drone or the AI character is going to be removing one of the nectar tiles from the forage board that is closest to your bee. So in this instance, it would be this strawberry one. It gets completely removed from the game, so they're kind of taking some of that nectar away. Or you can lower its value here on the kind of market board. If it's a toast card, you are going to take one of the toast cards away and this will get discarded. There's 2 of those in there. It is an order card. You will select one of the order cards to remove from the game. And last but not least, we have highest honey and fruit. So what you're going to do is you are going to lower the value of fruit, and whichever of the honeys has the highest value, you will also lower it, and if it's tied, you will get to choose. Then you can see the hive side of the card, and that is going to show you how the drones move, and once again, the drones are blocking spaces from me. So in this instance, I would need to move the drone to the produce section. This drone is always going to stay on this half of the board, this drone always on this half of the board, okay? So this drone would move here. Now, because we're using fall leaves, what they're going to do when they come to any of the sections is they're actually going to cycle the tiles. So this one would get put to the bottom of the stack and there would be a new one on top. That's a little way that they're messing with, yeah. One thing I forgot to mention is at the beginning, we have to choose our difficulty level. So if you'll look here in the rule book, we have a variety of different difficulty levels. So there's egg, meaning at the end we score 25 points, larva 30, pupa 35, adult 40, and queen 45. So I think, I don't know, let's just go for pupa. Let's say we're going to be middle of the road and we're aiming to score 35 points. Okay, hopefully I didn't miss anything, but I say we just start playing. And if I forgot to say something, I will tell you as I play. And if I make any uh-ohs, I'll try to pop them up on the screen. Because I make an uh-oh in every video. It just is what it is. Okay, so let's begin. I get to start and I have 1 worker bee available. And I think what I'm going to do is I am actually going to place that bee in the nursery to take this tile. And I will be placing it right here, Okay, so I've created an empty cell. Now I get to trigger everything in it, which the produce isn't going to do anything for me right now, but I will get to place 2 bees in the nursery so that I can get more worker bees. And I got 1 leaf, so I'm already doing great, pretty much, is the point of that story. All right, so that's me. Time for the drone bees. Okay, so they are going to steal sunflower, which is going to be this one. Now I could choose to lower that, but I'm not going to do that yet. So this is gone. Thief, freaking thief. Then they're going to move to produce. So that one's going to go there, and then we have to cycle the tiles. All right, that's that. On my turn, I now need to recall my bees. And I get to do this. So I can start from any of these places. So I'm actually going to move right here. Okay, I don't get to do anything. If I were on a nectar, I wouldn't get to collect it, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's my turn. So it's back to them. Sunflower again? Look at all of these neat sunflowers. So I think I'm just going to move this down. That's a bummer. Then they're going to go to the new bee section. Okay, I think I might go to the forage, and I will take this and I will put it, wait a second. I was trying to force close it in a way that it wouldn't. We're not gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do just like that. So I've made another empty cell. So I get to trigger everything. I'll get to put 2 bees in here, 2 baby bees. I will get to take a decree, and I will get 2 forage actions. So with my first forage action, I actually think I'm gonna go here, and I will take this nectar, this buckwheat, because I can put it right in here. And then I'll move here, and I will take this aster because it matches this section. Oops. Right? It does. Amazing. And then what I'm going to do is I will use my decree to do any of them. And I think I'll use it to produce, right? We'll put this here. So this is how produce works. We'll put that there. And then I will produce 1 aster and 1 buckwheat. These little... I just gotta stop to say something that makes me happy. These components, they're so squishy, and the fruit are squishy too. And these are just standard. They're not like a deluxe component. I love that. Buckwheat. Closest buckwheat to me. I think I'll just remove this one. Then they're going to forage. Meow. Okay, I have like literally no strategy right now. I should be looking at all of these things. I want to get orders. It's okay to have empty cells. 3 nectar of any one type. Total fruit. So I want like groups of 3. Total fruit odors, total leaves, and retired workers. Oh, yay. So I have not enough to do any of these orders, so I shouldn't even be looking at that stuff, I suppose. I think I'm gonna go here and spend my only 5 coins, that feels silly, to do decree. And that, I'll close. See, I need to also pay attention because there's only gonna be so many buckwheat left. That's fine. I am gonna do this because I will get points for empty cells if I can't get there. So I will trigger this. I will put another baby in the nursery. I can do a forage action, and I can do a decree. So for my forage action, I can't reach a buckwheat. So what I'm gonna do instead is I think I'm actually gonna go here, and I will collect a pumpkin because I can do that if I'm adjacent to it. And then for my decree, I might forage again. Oh, I could do a market action. I think I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to do a market action. So I will sell, or I'm going to fill an order. So I can do 1 aster and then 1 of any fruit to complete this large order for 7. Okay. That is also going to let me do, I don't think I get to flip that over till the end, but it's also going to let me do another market action. And the only market action I could do is to sell my buckwheat. It's only going to be 6. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to trigger it. Well, I don't know. Okay, their turn. Highest honey and fruit. Highest honey is aster. Then they are gonna, but I was supposed to cycle this and this. It's okay. I realized it in time, I think. That is something that I might forget to do throughout the playthrough. So feel free to yell at the screen and hopefully I won't forget to do it again. Newbie, so they don't move because they're already there, but they will cycle another tile. Okay, so back to me. I have 1 bee left. And they're still in spots that I would like to be in. I think what I might do is I might go to produce and I will take this and I might do this like so. Okay, that's it for me. What do you got going on? Ooh, strawberry. I could put it down or I could take a strawberry that's closest to me. There's a bunch close to me. They're all equidistant, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this one and get rid of that. Now, toast card has come up. This gets put at the bottom of the discard pile and we'll remove one of these. 3 per type of nectar in your hive, 4 per hive box you have a worker in. 3 per full set of leaves in your hive, or 2 per nectar. I'm going to take away the 2 per nectar. When that popped up, I was supposed to do that before the drone action, just so everybody knows, but we flipped it around. Now we'll do drone movement and they are going to move down here. All right, I am going to be recalling my bees, but look how many bees I have. I'm flush with bees. I could probably retire one soon if I think it makes sense. Right now it doesn't. Right now it definitely doesn't. Ooh, okay, so back to me. I need, where am I? Ooh, that's what I need. Forage. Ooh, okay, let's try and close this off. I'm gonna do this to put this. Oh, I already have a produce. What am I doing? Whoop. I'll already be producing. I should do something different. Let's go to the baby bees and we'll go right here. Okay. So now we're triggering everything here. The first is I'm going to get to forage twice and then produce. So for the first forage, I will go here. Oh no, for the first forage, I'm gonna go here and I'll get a pumpkin. And then for the second one, I will go here to collect the sunflower because that is going to fit in here. And then, where's my produce? Already did it. No, I need to put a bee in the nursery and then I can produce. And I will produce right here, which is going to give me an aster and a sunflower. A bunch of the orders have sunflowers, so this is the way. We need sunflowers. Everybody needs a little sunflower in their life. What's over here now? Because before I go to them, I can choose to retire. 3 per type of nectar in your hive, 3 per 4. I might do that right now. I'm gonna retire one of my bees and I will choose to take a toast and I will do this because there's another toast card in here. I can accidentally see that it's coming up soon. So they're gonna be taking something else away. 3 per type of nectar in your hive, 3, 6, 9. So I'll take a 10 and put 1 back, and then we'll put this just over here. So that's me. Now it's them. Aster. Let's just move the aster down 1. Then they're gonna go to produce, which is here. Okay, so back to me. Pow, 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 pow. I got some stuff. I could do this, or oops, this was supposed to flip up. My bad. Right now I can complete either of these 2 orders, and I think what I would like to do is I would like to go to the market. But I'm not going to be triggering them right now because I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this. Setting myself up to get something later. Okay, so back to them. So toast card, they're taking another toast. 3 for full set of leaves, 4 per hive box you have a worker in. I think I'll get rid of this. Okay. All right. So then they're going to do the aster. Man, that would be that one. That's what I need. Shoot. I'm just going to put it down because I'm using them. I'm going to use them for orders, so it's going to be fine. Then they're going to, I forgot to do this again. Don't worry, people. Sometimes I will remember, but it'll just be too late. Okay, so they're going to move up here to forage, and we're going to cycle. Cycle, cycle, cycle. Cycle, 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 cycle. Okay, I want to be completing this. So this is going to let me do a market, anything, a baby bee, and then whatever else I get. I can't go here or here. I'll do a produce, and I'll do this. Okay. So we're triggering all of these, so we'll put a baby bee in the baby bee place. Then I can produce, but I'll wait to do that. So I am going to go to the market next so I can get rid of some of the stuff. So produce will be a little bit better. Okay, so I have one of each of those, and I have a pumpkin, which doesn't, well, I can sell my pumpkin. I'll do this one. So I will do a buckwheat and a sunflower for 6. That is going to let me do a forage action, which is perfect, So I'm gonna go here, take this and put it here. Okay, so that was that from my market. Then I can produce, which I will do, actually with my decree, I will forage. I will take this. Now I will produce because that makes way more sense. So I'm gonna get an aster, a sunflower, and a buckwheat. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. Woohoo! I have so much stuff. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That will give me 12. That's the max I can do for that. So I am going to retire another bee, and I will get 4 per hive box you have a worker in. So 4, 8, 12. Definitely not a 50. I need a 10er, 11, 12er. So there's no more toast cards. They are gone. So now if I want to do Harvest Festival, the only thing that I can do is work again, which is going to essentially give me an extra action, basically. They're gonna go buckwheat. I think it's safe to move the buckwheat down. And then they're gonna go to the market. Okay. Then I have 1 bee left. To be or not to be. I can't go to the market, of course, go figure. Oop, they went to the market. Okay, and we'll flip this over. All right, so I only have 1 bee, so the only available space I can go is forage, because I would need 2 bees to go to either of these, and I could retire him, but I don't think I want to do that right now. And I don't think a forage tile is so bad. I just gotta see what I'm close to. I haven't made any of the strawberry shapes yet. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do this and try to make some strawberry shapes. Yeah, I would make 2 strawberries. Strawberries. Strawberries is a hard word to say. Okay, order card. They're gonna take any order card. I am gonna get them to take this one, Pachao. Okay, and then we'll flip. I just like to see all the new order cards because they are freaking adorable. I have to recall all my workers, not my retired workers. You've done a great job. You deserve to be taking a break. So that's my whole turn. I can move 1 up there, which I'm going to do. I will move here. Okay, so now what I do, because this is their last card, we actually just put them all together and shuffle them up, and then we also throw them all around the board. Here we go. Oop, toast card. No more toast for them to take. Oop, toast card. No more toast for them to take. I suppose I could just get rid of those now. Sunflower. That makes me think of the Post Malone song. Closest. No, I think I'm just gonna knock it down. Oh, I'm making my market very bad. Then they're gonna go to produce. Okay, so I definitely want to be closing off one of these. Forage will let me get a strawberry. I think I'm gonna go to the market. All right, let's do, oh, it's not gonna let me close it off. This one would. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. We'll go here. Okay, so I have closed this one off. I am going to forage first. I'll go here to take this one, put it here. Then I will go to the market. Then I will produce. I can't do this one. I can't do this one. I can't do this one. I can do this one. So we'll do this one. So this is going to be 1, what are you? Sunflower, 1 aster, and then 1 fruit. So we'll do that. We'll take this, which will be 8. I honestly don't know how I'm doing. I suppose I could count my points, but I'm not going to do that. And then I get to produce again. This is good news. So let's produce with this first. That is going to give me a strawberry and a sunflower. Strawberry tree, not strawberry. Then I get to produce again, and I will go here, which is going to get me an aster and a buckwheat. I have so much nectar. Okay, so that was me. Back to them. Do you know what I didn't do? Cycle. And it's okay, because I remember when it counts sometimes. All right, so sunflower. It's fine. I'm gonna take this one away. And then they're gonna go up to new bee. I have 2 more bees that I could have made a new bee. Well, I think I might go to forage. And I will do this so that we've closed another one off. So I have 2 forages and a decree. So let's forage. I'm gonna go here to take this so that I can fill it up. Even though I'm gonna get points for empty cells, I have not been thinking about that very clearly. And then I will forage again. I'm gonna move here and I will take an apple. So that's gonna help me with this order. And I could do that because I'm adjacent to it. And then I have a decree. And what would I like to do with that decree? I should probably go to the market, shouldn't I? Because I have lots of stuff that I could do. I can even do, can't do that one. I can even do this one I can't do. Okay, so I can't do that. I can do this. I can do this. Oh my God, that's so cute. I'm just looking to see what would make more sense when I produce again. And this one would. Okay, so I'll do this. You know, you want things to be kind of close around. So I'm gonna get rid of these 3 things to fulfill my little raccoon's order to get 8. Take 10, put 2 back. Perfect. I will get to produce. Okay, I'm gonna produce right here, which will get me everything that I just sold. You'll love to see it. Boop, boop. That's that whole turn, and nothing's getting flipped here. However, an order stack becomes empty. We move the sun token down twice. Okay, so things are gonna start speeding up now because I'm running out of stuff, basically. All right, so that's my turn. They are going to, did I cycle this? Something in my brain tells me that I didn't, but if I did, then I apologize. If I did, I've just made it worse for myself anyway, so it's fine. Okay, buckwheat. Whatever. I'm just out here filling orders anyways. Actually, no, I'll do this. And then they're gonna go to forage here, and guess what I'm gonna do immediately? Cycle those tiles. Something that I never forget to do. Never ever. Never ever ever. Okay, that's them. On to me. I've got a couple options here. I could do a decree. I might. I'm gonna do this. I'll spend 5 to get a decree card, tile. What am I close to? Yeah, we'll do this. I think that's a good option right there. I could retire to do a decree action, but I'm not going to. I think that's it. Okay, I did cycle last time. Highest honey and fruit. Do you know what I haven't sold anything. That's probably like, I'm not gonna score very many points. I should be selling things. Then newbie, so they're already at newbie, so they're just going to cycle. All right, 3 of any nectar. I should remember that too. Oh, it's fine. All right, so let's go to produce. We'll do this. Okay. So I have, with my first decree, I think I'm going to forage. Yeah, I'll forage here. And with that, I'll collect a pair. And with my second decree, I will forage here so that I can fill this. Once again, Jamie, you can leave cells empty. Oh, if I don't have any empty cells, it's -5. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna take backsies. Take backsies. Instead, what did I do? I got that. Okay, instead I will forage again. I'm just gonna go here, collect an apple. Yeah. I forgot all about that. Okay, so that was my 2 forage actions. Then I will do a market action. I don't have a whole... Oh, do you know what? Instead of going there, I'll go here and I'll collect a pumpkin. That's a better idea, probably. All right, so then I can go to the market. If I were to sell stuff right now, would I make so much more money? So I could do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I had to count that on my fingers, apparently. So I would get 15 points. That's better than what I was gonna do. Because I could do this, which is gonna get me 8. Actually, I am gonna do this, and then I'll save those and I'll sell them later. So I will sell all of these. to help out my little turtle friend, and I'll get 8. I don't know if I'm good at this game, everybody. Whoop, oop, geez Louise. Turtle is very jumpy. That's gonna let me forage, and for that, I will forage another pumpkin because I'm next to it. Okay, adorable. So that's, oh no, and then I get to produce. That's why I waited. I want it to produce last. This is 3 of any one type. I only have 2 of every type on here. So let's go for, no, we'll go for buckwheat. Okay, boom, boom. All right. I think that's everything that I did in there. So it's their turn. Strawberry tree. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just get rid of that. And then they're going to decree accounting. Do I flip both of these tiles? So for this, I'm supposed to choose one of them. I've been doing both of them. So from now on, I'll do one of them. Once again, probably just hurt me more than it helped me. I need to have at least 3 empty cells. That is a goal that I have in my life. Let's go here to the baby bees. I want to produce. Let's go here. Okay. So, baby bee. Produce and a decree. For the decree, I will like to go to the market. I have so much stuff. I could not do that. I'm gonna sell my fruit. I'm just gonna do it. So I can get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 because I'm selling all of them plus a set of 3. So that's gonna go down. I will get 19. Boom, roasted. Okay, so that was that. I already did this one, so I will produce. And I'm just gonna produce here because it's the only place that makes sense. It's the only place I really can. Okay, that's that. Could choose to retire, but I'm not gonna. Nothing has triggered with them. Aster. I'll put that down. I want 3, but I also still want either 1 more aster or 1 more buckwheat so that I can have a set of, at least 1 set of 3. It's -5 if I have none. Ah! Shoot. Okay, forage. They're going to forage. They're already at forage. All right. That's fine. But I have bees in every space, and I only have 1 bee left, so I have to recall. Come on, everybody. Come on home. I could move 1. I should move 1. I'll move here. So that was me, so back to them. Buckwheat. I'm just gonna move it down because I need that, potentially. Then they're gonna go to produce, which is here. Cycle. Now I'm getting it. It only took me like an hour. Okay, so then I will go. I wanna go here. I wanna do this. That's silly though. I need to forage. I wanna go here. I wanna do this. Okay, then I will do, that's my last baby bee. I will forage because I wanted, oh, that's right. I could have put it over here. It doesn't matter. No, because I wanted to forage. That was the whole point. So I'm gonna forage here to get this aster, which I can't. Jamie, you can't do that, silly goose. Perhaps then instead I will put it here. Is that what I want? Yes. Is that the best place to put it? Yeah. I just need another aster. So I am going to forage here. There we go. Then that's going to let me produce. I will produce. So that, if I keep all of those asters, that will at least make sure that I don't get -5 points. Yeesh. Then, oh my god, all of the bottom ones, -5. I'll get -5 for this one. I gotta fill a fruit order. Good lord. Good lord. These bees. All right, their turn. Aster. I'll do that. Then they're going to the market. Shoot, that's where I want it to go. Uh-oh. Okay. I have to do this. So resource reaches lowest value. Goes down 1, so we only have 2 more. And that one's pretty close too. And that's, if I fill this order, the game will be over. So don't, Jamie, don't fill that order, even though it's a good looking order, in my personal opinion. Well, I think it looks pretty good. I need to fill at least 1 fruit order so I don't get -5. Okay, that's fine. I can go, I wish I could go there. I cannot, and I can't go there either. Heh. Oh, up here. Okay, we can go up here. I would like to forage. So I'll put 2 bees there, making my beeline. Making my beeline town. Places passing a hometown. Oh boy. Okay, I can forage. I would like to forage an apple. Then I can produce, but I cannot. So first I'll do market, then I can probably produce. I want to fulfill this order card, even though that one's better, but I will fulfill this one. So that is 1 sunflower and 1 apple. So I've fulfilled a fruit order, which is going to let me do a decree action, which is really good. You can't, if I fill this, it's over. It's over. So for my decree action, I know what I'll do. I am going to do accounting, and I will just collect 5. Or I could collect some apples or something crazy. Total leaves, total retired workers. Oh, I'm gonna get -5 on that too. Oops, I can produce. I can produce. I could be, oop, what am I doing? I will produce a sunflower. Actually, instead of this for my decree action, I should sell some stuff. I think I might do it. I think that I have, how, oh boy. That would not give me very many points. That's okay though, right? I should sell. So instead of taking that 5, which I already put back, I'm gonna sell. Oh, I can only sell 1 type though. Well, I'll sell my strawberries for, what did I say? 12, and that's gonna go down. That's better than 5 at least. And in that case, I would have produced here. Yeah, that would have made way more sense. Okay, that was a retcon. It's fine. I have the 3 empty cells. That's good. I have sold at least 1 fruit order. I got a bunch of leaves. I need to retire more workers. I will retire and I will get another decree action where I will do something crazy. What do I need? Total orders, nectar type. Get another 5 points if I get another buckwheat. I think I'm gonna sell again, or I'll do a market action. This triggers the end game though, and it lets me forage. No, I'll just sell again. So that's gonna go down and I will get 10. Good Lord. Okay, so that's me. Now it's them. Order card. Let's get them to take this one. Then they're going to the market. They're already at the market, so they will cycle this. Very good. All right, nervous. I don't know why. This is just a board game. I'll go here and I will take a produce and I will put it here. Okay, so I have a forage, which I can go here. During forage, I can choose to spend $2 to go in extra space, which I'm going to because I want this. Because it's going to give me more points at the end. So I did my forage. I can produce twice, so I will produce here so I can get that buckwheat. Then I will produce over here for those 2 strawberry trees. That's gotta go phase up. I can choose to retire a worker, which I will, because that's going to give me a decree, which will let me do anything. And the anything I want to do is, oh, wait now. Okay, so now that would get me 8. That would get me 8, but it would also end the game. So I will sell these because it gets me more points. 4, 9, 8. I sold. So that is going to make this go down 1. Oh, we're going to shuffle these. We're about to hit the end. All right, buckwheat. Oof, oof. That's going to trigger that. So they may have just triggered endgame. Actually, rats. Nope, that just ends the game because I was the first player. So whoever triggers the end game, if I had done it, then they would get a turn because I started. So that's the end. Dang, I had so much left I could have done, probably. Okay, so now we're gonna go into final scoring. Sheesh. All right, final scoring. I need a calculator for this. I'm not even gonna pretend this time to do it in my hand, do it on my hands. I need a calculator. We're just gonna go through all of these and then obviously count up any point tokens that we have, all right? So 3 nectar of any one type. I have 3 buckwheat and 3 aster, so that's 2, so I get 10 points. Total empty cells, oh no. I need it 4 in order to, crap. Okay, whoops, -5. Shoot, that was dumb. Total orders, I have 1, 2, oh, I don't think I collected 4 for that. And I definitely didn't. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total orders, which is gonna get me 15. That makes up a little bit for that, I suppose. So I'm at 20. Total fruit, oh, no, -5. Sorry, this isn't counting my fruit orders. Total fruit orders, I got 1, so I don't score negative points, but I don't score any other points. Let's do this one next. Total retired workers, I only was able to do 4, so it's -5. Oh no. Ugh. This is not great. Total leave, so just total leave. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's gonna get me 0 points. I need 1 more. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whoa, do I have less this time? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, let's count up my points. I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 4. It's not that bad. I have a total of 114. Here's the thing. I didn't win because I didn't get, so basically how it works is I would have had to have scored 35 total on my contests alone in order to win. So I didn't do that. But if I did win, then I would have gotten to count up all of my points and I would have gotten a title. But I didn't do that. So basically, I lost and I did very badly. The thing is, there's just way too many things for me to keep track of. I definitely should have read the cards a little bit closer. I was 1 off on so many of them from scoring points. Like here, I needed 1 more empty cell. Here, if I had 1 more order, I would have gotten an extra 5. Here, I just needed to one more fruit order to get points. Total leaves, I was one away from getting points. And same with the total retired workers, I was one away. I'm a terrible bee. I'm allergic to bees, so you know what? This all makes sense. It feels like the bees are against me, to be honest. That, my friends, is Honey Buzz Fall Flavors from Elf Creek Games. I love Honey Buzz. It's been one of my favorite games since it came out, and I think the Fall Flavors expansion or modules just adds so much more to the game. You can use all of them if you want. You could just use one and not the others. I put in a bunch of them, which, you know, maybe that's why I didn't score as many. I had too many things to keep track of. Possibly. Probably not. But anyways, that's my excuse. If you're interested in Honey Buzz Fall Flavors, I am going to put the link to the BGG page in the description below. But yeah, I love this game. I think it's adorable. I love the artwork. I think it's really about optimization. Like, that's the brass tacks of it. Like, you're just trying to optimize everything that you do to score as many points as possible. So it's kind of like a puzzle in that way. You're just kind of working against the game. And I love those types of solo games. So this is a great solo game for me. But that is everything that I have for this month's solo mode. Once again, my name is Jamie from Foster the Meeple and with BoardGameGeek. I will be back again next month with another solo game, and it's going to be Halloween themed. This looks like a wand, just like I might have at Halloween. Who knows? Anyways, I'll see you again next time. Goodbye!